We're on Gittin, Perek Daled Mishnah. So in the last Mishnah, we talked about the idea of an Eved Kenani. We learned that an Eved Kenani, when he becomes enslaved, when he's purchased by a Jew, okay, then when he's purchased by a Jew, then he becomes Jewish, almost all Jewish. Except he becomes the Jewish level of obligation to mitzvah like a woman. Okay, so therefore he's obligated to mitzvah. But we're going to see that he can only marry a shifcha. As we'll see, he's not allowed to marry Shifta Kanaanit. He can't marry Israelite unless he's freed, and then he's Yisrael L'chol Davar. He's a Jew. So whatever person has a funny status, he's half Eved and half free. How do you have that? Bartuner explains. If you're on Eved shel shnei shutafim, you have two partners who own an Eved. V'shichvero echad mehem. Okay? And one of them, that's one example, and one of them frees him. So he says, my half is free. So this guy's half Eved, half Ben-Chor. It's a halachic status. So, Divrei Beit Hillel says, that's fine. He works one day on, he works for his master, the one who didn't free. And the other day, he works for himself, he's free. Amrulem Beit Shammai says, Tikantem et Rabo, no problem, you took care of his master's problem. Et Atzmo, lo tikantem, you haven't fixed his problem, et Atzmo. Why? Lisa Shivcha Efshar, Shekvar Chetzio Ben Chorin. How is he supposed to marry? He can't marry a Shivcha now, because the half of him that's free can't marry a shivcha. Bat chorini efshar. He can't marry a free woman. Shekvar chetzio eved, because he's still half slave. Yid batel. So say fine, he can't marry anyone. Doesn't work that way. The world was only created in order to procreate, to be fruitful and multiply. Shene'amar lo tohu bira'ah. Okay, God did not create us for tohu, for wantonness. Lashevet yitzara. He created a need in our yetzer, our need, lashevet, to inhabit the world. Meaning, Chazal understood that it's unfair and unreasonable, which is interesting to expect. Say to the guy, oh, sorry, you can't get married. No, we don't say that. Ela mipnei Tikkun Olam. Again, this phrase, Tikkun Olam, in order for the world to function in the proper way. Kofinet Rabo, you force the one who still owns half. Ve'oseoto ben chorin, and he has to free him. Ve'kotev shtar al chatzi damav. And they write a contract that the Eved owes his old master half his value, because that's what he gave. That's what he gave him when he freed him. Beit Hillel changed their mind. They said, you know what? You're right. And they taught like Beit Shammai. They accepted the opinion of Beit Shammai. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rab Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.